Hey guys, it's AvidExpert here. Welcome to the channel. You should sit back and relax right now because I've got a really good video for today. So I'm going to be going over my theory on is Mia actually going to be Mia Baker and what association does her and this little girl have in the game, and I'm going to be covering those two topics. It's going to be a very interesting video, so as I said, relax and get ready for this. So I want to say as well, guys, I've just recently hit 539 subscribers, so I want to thank everyone in my channel for supporting me. It really means a lot, and I never thought I'd get this far so quickly, and I appreciate every little bit of support you guys give me, and I'm so blown away to have gotten to 500 subscribers anyway, and that is just amazing to me. And I've been taking note of people who have been my earliest followers and are sticking through, so thank you to you guys especially. So without any further delay, let's just get right into the video itself. So when we first got the beginning hour demo, we were basically led to believe that the Baker family was a family of 3 or possibly 4. Now, when the demo first came out, all we had to really go on for the Baker family was a picture of Marguerite and Jack Baker together on the wall. We also had another picture which had a young boy on a horse, which is definitely Lucas. And on top of that, we also had a reference to Lucas in-game as the bad seed of the family as well, but that's all we had. And at the end of the demo, when you get killed in various number of ways, Jack obviously says, "Welcome to the family, son." And a lot of people at this point thought that Jack had maybe killed Lucas, maybe you were playing as Lucas, or maybe you were some other person in the family itself. Now, this led everybody, as I said, to believe that the family was just 3 or 4 people, but children were just sons, and that they didn't have a female daughter at all. Now, this is where things got a little bit more interesting. Now, on the cover of the game, we have a little girl, however. Now, this is kind of interesting because that little girl isn't really showcased too much elsewhere, and she isn't really shown or expressed, but she is in the reveal trailer for a few frames, which is interesting to put her there, and her importance is definitely there in the game. I wouldn't say anybody disagrees that she's going to have a main role in the central plot line, which leads us to question who is the little girl then, and where does she actually fit into the plot overall? Is she a part of the Baker family? Is she a separate person who's been adopted in? Is she unrelated to the Baker family, but she's going to be tied into the plot anyway? And this is where I was delving and digging for details as hard as I could. Okay guys, so what we saw there was a short excerpt from the reveal trailer, and that showed a few characters that we have not seen up to now, and I'll be revealing a few comparison screenshots to be showing you the current theories over there. For the first character, we have this character that is a short-haired woman who is in her middle age, and this character actually strangely looks very familiar to Rebecca Chambers. Now, if you look at the 2 pictures here that I'm going to pull up, you can actually see that that is more than likely going to be Rebecca Chambers referenced in the game. This isn't 100% confirmation, but I think everybody can agree that the similarities in facial appearance is very uncanny. Before we cover the second transition, we see this scene, and it looks like the character that we just saw, which we're all theorizing to be Rebecca Chambers, with another character that we don't know who it is. Now, my 2 theories on this are either A, it's Lucas Baker, and I know that sounds weird, but if you look, you can basically see they have similar facial features, as well as they both have a hoodie on, which is interesting. But the other theory I have is that this is Ethan themselves, and this is probably somewhere in the game, or a reference to somewhere in the game where you probably meet this character. The only person that we haven't discussed up to now is the character in the second transition, so let me show that up once more. Now, as you can see, this character is definitely someone we haven't seen yet, not even after the TGS and all the information that has been revealed. Now, this character shares an uncanny appearance with the Ghost Girl, and she looks very similar, with the same length of hair, the same facial appearance almost. But what's most striking about this photo is the fact that they're holding what looks to be a baby. They are cradling it around, and it definitely looks like a mother who is worried about her child, to say the least. Now, the other interesting thing about this photo is that there is a lot of dark blotches around where the child should be and around the image overall, which I think is trying to imply there is something wrong with the baby. So I'd like you to keep this picture in mind for future reference in the video, because I will be referencing back to that later on after I've shown a few more things. So this is a leaked image image of Mia. Now, if you guys want to go back, and you can check the description of this video, and I'll link back to a previous video that shows that I had leaked information before the game came out. I can basically authenticate the legitimacy of this image, and yeah, it basically is Mia. Now, if you look at the previous image we saw, that is definitely related. That character is the same, and there is a child. So who is this child? Now, it definitely is Mia's child, guys. That much is definitely confirmed. However, we don't know exactly how this fits into the plot. Exactly who is the child then and who is Mia? We know they're mother and daughter, but what connection do they have to the Baker family? How do we affirm what that is? Which leads me to the next screenshot, guys. In the Twilight demo, we got an update on one of the pictures. Now, this was the picture that was previously Jack and Marguerite in the demo, and it has now been updated to a family photo which includes Jack, Marguerite, and what we can assume to be Lucas, Baker, and another girl who is a small girl. This is where I start to think that the small girl is Mia Baker, guys, because if you actually look, her facial features and again her hair color and everything is almost identical to the Mia screenshot we have been shown, as well as the fact that with Mia's dialogue towards Ethan,
you were right. I did lie to you. I shouldn't have. All I can say is that if you get this, stay away.
this kind of indicates that she knows about the Baker's family's intimate details, about their connection to this cult or infection that's going on, and she also seems to be a part of it. Now, it seems like, based on other dialogue, the Baker family has been keeping her as a prisoner.
They locked me up and took my soul. Get back to your room right now!
Now, another amazing little thing I found was a bit of dialogue that kind of shows that the daughter might actually be infected and the strongest one of everyone, and she actually could possibly even be the ghost girl, as well as the fact that this kind of makes sense if you tie it in with Mia being her mother. Look at this quick little bit of dialogue here. Now, honestly, I think this could go two ways. I think this could actually be a reference to Camille Baker, and she's the mastermind behind it all, and it would still make sense because she would be Mia's grandmother technically, and that would be very interesting as well. Maybe Mia reacted to the infection differently than the rest of the family, and also Camille doesn't look like she's gained strength. Maybe Mia and Camille are very, very different from the rest of everyone else, and maybe that's why Camille holds a special attachment and she doesn't seem to care about Lucas too much even when he's getting cut up. So basically, guys, that's all I wanted to cover today. I'm going to be elaborating on this in a few more days, and I'm going to be going through other possibilities because this isn't the only possibility I think that could fit into the lore and actually make sense. There is a few other possible situations, as well as Mia actually not being exclusively related by blood to the Baker family. However, I just wanted to explore each possibility and give all the evidence and let other people decide for themselves. So let me know what you think below in the comments, and I will come join you to discuss and speculate. I would really appreciate to know how much of this makes sense to you, or if none of it makes sense, or if this is actually even what you think the entire plot is going to be. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, guys, and you want to see more videos like this, every little like means a lot to me, every comment means a lot to me, and every subscribe means a hell of a lot to me. Doing any of those, guys, is showing support to the channels like myself, and it allows me to produce more content and to provide you with the best information and news possible. So guys, if you enjoyed the video, as I said, please leave a like and a subscribe and a comment if you are feeling like you want to talk about things, and I will see you in the next videos. Anyway, I'm gonna have to get it off here because I have busy things to do. I'm currently building a hoverboard because we want to make a Marty McFly remake of the original Back to the Future, and we've got all the actors and stuff now. We just need to create some text, so I'm gonna clock it off here, guys, and I hope you're all having an exceptionally beautiful day, and I hope you appreciated the video. But without any further delay, take it easy and peace.